Hey everyone, what is going on? And welcome to a Kanto Cup meta guide video. So the Kanto Cup is back beginning tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the Kanto Cup is a really fun cup. Of course, you can only use Pokemon from the Kanto region or the Alolan forms if you happen to have those. So as long as they have a Pokédex number from the first 151, you can use them. But anyway, let's go ahead and dive right into it and see what we want to use for the Kanto Cup. So the S rank, we have an XL Lickitung. Lickitung is just so good. I mean, what else can I say? It's just so broken. It really is. I mean, if you have a good IV1, you definitely need the XLs on it. If you don't have an XL one, I wouldn't use it. I'd just go with other Pokemon. But it's such a great Pokemon. Really bulky. Gets to the body slams pretty fast. Lick is a strong move. You have to watch out for fighting types, but that's all it's weak to, right? So like, what fighting types do we have in this meta? We have Machamp. I mean, there might be a couple others, but Machamp is basically the main one. You know, you might occasionally see a Hitmonchan or something, but Machamp is the one you would see. So really the only one that you would have to worry about. But Lickitung, great Pokemon, great Pokemon. Then we have Nidoqueen or Shadow Nidoqueen. I personally like the Shadow one, but both of them are good. Of course, we know how good Nidoqueen is. I mean, it's good in multiple leagues. The Ultra League, it's good in the Open Great League. It's just a great Pokemon. I love Nidoqueen ever since it got the boost. Poison Jab, Poison Fang. Just such a great Pokemon, and one that you will definitely see in this meta, there's no doubt about it. Then we have Chansey. Now Chansey, not too long ago, did get a nerf with Pound. It does less damage, but Chansey is just so tanky. It can literally take hits for days. You know, even against fighting type Pokemon, right? Even against fighting type Pokemon, it can still take those hits. Of course, if you have a fighting type against the Chansey, that's good, of course, for the fighting type, I guess, but Chansey's just doing so much damage, and it even has Psychic, so it can do a lot of damage to like Machamp, or at least force a shield. So Chansey, I mean, if you're going for timeout teams, timeout strategy, Chansey is a Pokemon you'll probably have on the team. Maybe a Chansey and a Lickitung in the back, and then something strong against fighting types like Hypno in the lead or something. I could see a team like that working. It's definitely an annoying team, I'm not going to lie about that, but it's a team you might see, and a strong one as well. Then we have Pidgeot. Pidgeot, of course, with Feather Dance, really powerful Pokemon. You have Feather Dance, you have Brave Bird. You know, you might get shields with Feather Dance. You're going to double debuff them, guaranteed with that move, or you can go straight for the heavy hitting move like Brave Bird. But a great Pokemon, yeah, really good Pokemon as well. Then the A tier, we do have Snorlax leading things off. And Snorlax is similar to Lickitung with Lick and Body Slam. It's not really as tanky. I mean, it's not an XL, so Lickitung I do feel is better. But if you don't have the XLs for Lickitung, Snorlax is definitely a good way to go. You will probably see quite a few Snorlax as well. So Snorlax definitely a good Pokemon. We know how good it is. I'm sure you've seen it quite a bit. Then we have Beedrill, a really good Pokemon as well. So I think Beedrill does have some play here. Going to be doing really well. So you'll probably see Beedrill a little bit. I don't know how common it will be, but it's definitely a great Pokemon. Beedrill or Shadow Beedrill. Then we have Alolan Sandslash, so Ice-type Pokemon. We have a few Ice types that are really good. We also have Lapras as well. Both of them, all Ice types actually, basically are weak to fighting, besides Frost Ice, but that's not eligible for this cup. So you do have to watch out for that, but I mean, Ice type's going to be pretty good in this meta. I mean, and as we know, I mean, Sandslash did get the Community Day move, Shadow Claw. It's good with Shadow Claw. It's good with Powder Snow as well. Ice Punch going to be doing a lot of damage. I like the Shadow Claw. It gives it good coverage. Yeah, just such a powerful, just such a fast Pokemon, I should say. Not necessarily powerful. Ice Punches probably won't do too much, but I mean, they get to him really fast. You're going to be doing it. I mean, the damage is going to add up over time. So Sandslash is a great Pokemon. Then we have Hypno. Hypno's always been good. I mean, Hypno's, yeah, just a solid Pokemon. I mean, Confusion, really bulky as well. Able to get to the charge moves pretty fast. That's why I like Shadow Claw. One of the reasons I like Shadow Claw and Alolan Sandslash for Hypno. But, I mean, what moveset do you want? Well, definitely the Confusion is the fast move. I don't know. I mean, Fire Punch because of the Ice types, although Lapras and Dugong are also water, so they're taking neutral damage, whereas Thunder Punch would be super effective towards those two. You know, I would say probably Thunder Punch, maybe Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, or Shadow Ball. I mean, Thunder Punch, Shadow Ball, maybe Fire Punch, Shadow Ball. I mean, it could have any moveset, right? It's just such a good Pokemon. So a great Pokemon, one that you will probably see this meta, no doubt about it. Then the B tier, we have Canto Ninetails. So one of the only fire types in this meta, or only good fire types, I should say. So if you want a good fire type, I do think Ninetales is a good way to go. Definitely a great Pokemon. And I mean, I'm sure people will use it. I battled this in the Kanto Cup last time it was around, so I'm sure you'll see this one. Or the Shadow version as well, doing some more damage. Yeah, Fire Spin gets to the Weather Ball really fast. Weather Ball is a great move, right? Then we have Golbat or Shadow Golbat. Great Pokemon. You know, of course, really good Pokemon. Poison type, of course, doing well against any possible Charm users. Do we have Charm users in this meta? Yeah, we have Clefable. We have Wigglytuff. They're not on this list, but if you want to go Charm users, there's a lot of answers to Charm in this meta, like Golbat, Nidoqueen, Sandslash, Alolan Sandslash, that is. So a lot of answers to Charm users. So I don't think Charm will necessarily be that common, especially double Charm. Maybe you'll see a single Charm user team, single Charm Pokemon, but Golbat definitely Poison Fang. As we know, if you want to do something with double poison with Nidoqueen and Golbat, I could see that working. Maybe a Dark type in the lead to answer the Psychic types. That could be a team that's working. We'll talk about solid team options in a little bit. But Golbat, pretty interesting, pretty strong Pokemon. Lapras, we already mentioned. The Ice type's going to be pretty powerful. They are weak to fighting, though, as we know. But Lapras is really bulky, and it gets to the Surfs really fast with Ice Shard. So Ice Shard Surf. I probably like Skull Bash on Lapras, but Ice Beam is another option. But I'd probably just go with Skull Bash on mine if I happen to run it. But yeah, Ice Shard Surf doing a lot of damage. Then we have yet another Charm answer, Poison Jab, Alolan Muck, not Alolan Muck, Alolan Grimer, excuse me. So yeah, really powerful Pokemon. I mean, this one needs to be XL'd. I personally don't have enough XL candy for it, so you're not going to see me running it, unfortunately. But I do think Alolan Grimer is a really, really good Pokemon. I mean, I've actually battled this Pokemon in the past, in the Kanto Cup, and other metas as well. And it always gives me some trouble, it seems like. It's basically, it's only weak to ground, right? So, I mean, it doesn't have many weaknesses, so it definitely doing really well, really strong Pokemon. Definitely one that if you have the resources to build it, I totally recommend building it. So that's the S, A, and B tier. Let me know what you think of those Pokemon. Then we have the other options. We have Alolan Raticate, which could be okay. Dragonair, a Dragon type user in this meta, pretty good. Dragon Breath, really strong. And then we have Alolan Muck. I do think the Alolan Grimer will be a little bit better, but Alolan Muck could be good with Poison Jab and Snarl. Both moves are good. I mean, it's a really good Pokemon. We've seen Alolan Muck multiple times. Then we do have Blastoise, which could be another good Pokemon with Water Gun and Hydro Cannon. Hydro Cannon is always powerful. Charizard as the second Fire type. So I said there's only a couple good Fire types in this meta, Ninetales being one of them. I do think Ninetales probably a little bit better because Weather Ball is just so fast, so strong. But Charizard is a good option. I mean, if you want to go double Fire, you could also do that as well. So Charizard could be pretty good. I mean, it will be good. We'll see how often we see it in the meta. And then we have Alolan Graveler, another great Pokemon. It has Rock Throw and Volt Switch. I believe that's the two movesets. You could go with either move. I think I like Volt Switch, but yeah, pretty good Pokemon. Mew, we know how strong Mew is. Shadow Claw and then Surf and Wild Charge is the common moveset. You could run Flame Charge if you wanted to. I mean, Flame Charge is another good move as well. So Flame Charge instead of maybe Surf, and that could be a really good coverage for Mew. Mew is always a good Pokemon. Then we have Dugong, so we already talked about the Ice types, the Sandslash, the Lapras, and the Dugong. All really good Pokemon. Of course, Dugong does have that Ice Shot, Icy Wind, so it has a chance to debuff the opponent. So really solid Pokemon there. Then we have Alolan Marowak. So Alolan Marowak doing well. I mean, okay, this is another Fire type. I kind of forgot about this Fire type, even though I put it on the list. So this is another Fire type. This is probably one of the best ones. This and Ninetales. This probably should be on the B tier, to be honest, but that's okay. Alolan Marowak is really good. Of course, it's doing well against Ice types like Sandslash, of course. It's doing well against Beedrill. Doing well against Hypno as well because of the Shadow Bone or Shadow Ball. If it's running Bone Club, doing well against Alolan Grimer, although to be honest, Bone Club is not a strong move. However, you're resisting the Poison Jab damage, so Alolan Marowak, definitely really good. I'd probably put that in the B tier, but that's okay. It's a great Pokemon, one that you'll probably see. But it does have to watch out for Pokemon like Lickitung or Snorlax, because those Pokemon with Lick are doing super effective damage, and the Ghost type Marowak, right? So they're doing super effective damage. I mean, Marowak is resisting or double resisting the Body Slam attacks, But Malwak also is not doing much damage with Bone Club, and Shadow Bone is double resisted to the normal typing, so you do have to watch out for that, but I do think it's a great Pokemon. Then we have one of the only good fighting types, Machamp. Not the only good one, but Machamp probably going to be the best one, or Shadow Machamp, the one you'll probably see. So, I mean, we're talking fighting types against the normal types like Lickitung, Chansey, and Snorlax. Machamp is going to be a good one because you want to beat up those bulky normal types, right? Especially that Chansey and Lickitung. Even Snorlax, you just want to beat them up, do as much damage as possible, and Machamp is going to do that for you. So Machamp, or Shadow Machamp, is really squishy though, so it does have to watch out for that. It will be taking a lot from Body Slam, but I mean, you'll be doing a decent amount with Counter and Cross Chop. So Machamp, definitely a really good Pokemon. Poliwrath is another fighting type, but it doesn't have Counter. It has like Mud Shot. So Mud Shot and Dynamic Punch, which we'll be doing a lot. You could run Scald or Ice Punch. Honestly, both moves are good. I personally really like Scald, so I would probably go with Scald. Ice Punch is great too, though, for good coverage. All the moves are good, but either way, Poliwrath is a really good Pokemon in this meta. Then we have Venusaur, which could be another decent one as well. But anyway, those are the other options, and now we're going to switch on over to the solid team options. So we do have 6 teams for you. Let me know what you think of these teams, and let me know what team you plan on using as well. So the first team is going to be Nidoqueen or Shadow Nidoqueen, and Lapras and Pidgeot in the back. So really good team. They don't really share. I mean, both Pokemon in the back are weak to electric attacks. That's where Nidoqueen comes in handy, right? So if you happen to, well, maybe you'll run into like an Alolan Raichu. If you happen to run into like an electric type, you have the Nidoqueen in the lead, which will wall that because Nidoqueen is double resisting electric Pokemon. So pretty solid team. Lapras is weak to fighting. Pidgeot is not because it's neutral to fighting and it's doing super effective damage with the Gust and the flying attacks. So pretty good team. I think this could be a pretty solid team. Again, Lapras, by the way, I didn't mention it, but Lapras with the Ice Shot is Legacy, so it needs an Elite TM if you don't have one. So that's a pretty good team, I do think. Then we're moving on to Pidgeot in the lead with Lapras and Lickitung in the back. So both Pokemon are weak to fighting in the back. That's where Pidgeot in the lead comes in handy, because Pidgeot is going to be strong, of course, although it's taking neutral damage from fighting types, but still a pretty good team. I think this could work out. Then next up, we have Hypno in the lead with Pidgeot and Alolan Sandslash in the back. So another really cool, well-diverse team, I think. So could be really good. Then we have a really fun team. I actually want to try out this team. I can't because I don't have the Alolan Grimer. We have Pidgeot in the lead and those double dark poison types. We have Alolan Grimer and Alolan Buck. So you could run any moveset, definitely the Poison Jab on the Grimer. Buck could run Poison Jab as well, or it could go with Snarl if you want. I'd probably go with Snarl since you have a Poison Jab user already on the team, and then Pidgeot in the lead. This could be a fun team. We'll have to see, but I think this could be a really fun team to use. I definitely want to try it out. Again, I can't try it out though because I have the Grimer. I really wish I had the XL candy for Grimer. I really do. But let's move on. We have Lapras in the lead with Machamp and Alolan Muck in the back. So really cool team. Machamp doing well, of course, against the normal types as we discussed. Lickitung, Snorlax, right? Chansey even. So really powerful Pokemon. Probably the Shadow Machamp. Again, I would recommend the Shadow one if you happen to have the Shadow version. But yeah, really solid team, I do think. Lapras, of course, starting things off really bulky. Yeah, really solid team. And then we have Nidoqueen or Shadow Nidoqueen and Double Ice. So of course the Double Ice weak to fighting in the back. That's why you have the Nidoqueen in the lead, because Nidoqueen does really well against Machamp. It's resisting all the attacks unless Machamp has payback, but I don't anticipate that, to be honest. So this is going to be a really good team, I do think. You could save swap into Dewgong, lure out the possible fighting type if they have one, or electric type, whatever it happens to be. You could debuff them before Nidoqueen comes back in, and you know, Lapras maybe to close out the game, or you could say swap the Lapras if you want to instead and have Dewgong to close out the game, so you could debuff the opponent and maybe debuff them. If they're last Pokemon and you debuff them, that's always great, right? So anyway, these are the teams. Huge shout out to PvPoke as always. Definitely use them as a source material, of course, all the time, every day. But either way, let me know what team you plan on using. I do think these could be some pretty solid teams. And, you know, let me know what, yeah, as I said, let me know what team you plan on using in the Kanto Cup, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.